Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about the song He Reigns. That's my first single. I wrote that in 2014. So this is the story on how that all came to it. So the song's called He Reigns, and that happened in 2014, as I just said, in Glasgow, not in England, in Glasgow, in Scotland. We sit at a campaign that was organised by the local Adventist church over there. We was doing, it was a missionary trip. So I was going over there to, it was a missionary trip actually, the week before the Commonwealth Games. And so that's just the background and as to why we were there. We were supposed to be going out in the community and helping people. We cut a few grasses and lawns and all that kind of stuff. But in the weekly, we had weekly services at the church, evening services for the community. I think on a Wednesday, on a Thursday night, we'd finished singing, and because we were the main praise team at the time, I say we is a few friends that was there at the time. My sister was there, one of the group members were there, and then some of the musicians and stuff. We were all there. We were there to sing and stuff. And then that Wednesday or Thursday, I can't remember which night it was, I wrote He Reigns, and it was the first song that I'd ever written, and literally it was just like bam, bam, bam. I say bam, but I was actually typing it out in my notes on my phone. I was just typing, and it just wouldn't stop. I was like, mad. I was like, oh, I'm writing a song, which I always wanted to do for, I knew I wanted to do that eventually. So when it happened, I was just like, wow, okay, it's happening. This is the start of something. I then finished the song. I finished writing it. I had all the lyrics, and then so that was like the first draft. So I had like the first draft, and I showed it to my friend. I was like, does this make sense? And she was like, yeah, it makes sense. So I showed it to another friend. I said, what do you think? And she goes, yeah. So goes, what is it? I says, it's a song. And I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, yeah, it's a song. At this point, I didn't have any melody at all. I don't play the piano. And I always get I get lyrics first before I get the music. I don't know why that is. Probably because I don't play. No, you know what? It's because I don't play at all. So I had the lyrics down, and shortly after, I spoke to the producer, the guy who produced it. He was on a trip as well. His name was Keith Bazzari, so he's the producer for that song, and he was the MD for that that whole trip as well. And I think at that whole week we were talking about how serious music was and how we wanted to take it to a new level in the UK, and how we wanted just to be boss the just be bad at it basically. And I was like, okay, so we kind of knew what each other's mindsets were. So fast forward on, we said, no, a few conversations later, we said that I wanted to do a live concert with my group at the time. So that was Byron Taylor and Company, or Byron Taylor and Co. And we did the concert in 2015, and that song was the main, the show was titled He Reigns. So that was our debut concert, our first concert live. It was a recording, so depending on how I feel, actually there's a bit of it on my Instagram, so go check out my Instagram. You'll see a bit of the night. Not He Reigns though. I might put that on there. But yeah. But around the time of the concert, we was gonna drop the single itself, but it just wasn't ready. And you know what? Some people were saying, just get it out there. And I was like, no, because I'm a firm believer in, if you're gonna put anything out there, put it out there good. Don't just chuck it out there for people just to see it, not to get a feeling. No one's feeling anything. If I'm gonna put something out there, it's gonna be good. And the end product is what you can hear now. The end product was the final product, and that's what I put out there, and that's what I wanted to put out there. But yeah, so 2015, we sang the concert live for the first time. And then fast forward to 2016, we started recording it in the studio. I went to my university at the time, we recorded it there. And I think 2017 is when we finished it. We got the last leads in and all that, them trinkets, the music got put on there. We had some musicians from America on there, and Keith obviously headed it. He was the MD, he produced it. And then September 11th, 2017 is when it was finally released, and we had quite a lot of positive feedback from the song. I'm one of the type of people who, I wrote it and I was just like, oh, I don't hear it anymore. So when I first hear the da 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 da, I'm like, oh, turn it off, please. I'm like, oh gosh. But you know, that's what people are like sometimes. But yeah, like I get it. Like, it's probably because it's my own things where I'm like that. But yeah, that song was released then, and we had Michon, she sang lead to it. Yeah, so a little bit something else about that song. How I first wrote that song isn't how it is now. So it went through kind of draft stages kind of thing. Like, as the melody came, as me and Keith came up with the melody, some of the lyrics had to be altered because it was like, oh, that doesn't fit. I could change this a bit more. It would have a better impact or whatever. Or the type of vamp that we was going. We initially, because if you know, the words are you're worthy, you're mighty, you're worthy, you're faithful. We give you praise. So initially I had 4 yours basically. Took one out and we kept it as 3, and then we had the we give you praise at the end. So it's just one of that. Basically, I'm saying all that to say this, that as the songwriting happens, I start altering bits and pieces because I'm like, I don't like that because some things work, some things don't work. Yeah, so that's a background on that song. I had a range of singers sing on there. I had some friends on there, group members were on there. I had additional voices and stuff just to fatten out the sound and stuff. So that's how that song came about. Any more questions about that particular song? Comment in the box below, and yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video. So, as I said, any comments, any questions, put them in the box. I'll answer them via comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. Message me on all the social medias. They'll be along the bottom. It'll be in the description. You can you'll find the link to the song in the description box as well. Definitely share the video. Share the video. Is that okay? Yeah, I'm looking into the camera for you to share the video. Yeah. All right then. Cool. Comment, like, subscribe once again. All right then. Much love. Peace.